Welcome to the 2 Minute Podcast. Today we have Cas Haley, a tremendous musician and songwriter. He was a finalist on America's Got Talent, and I'm very excited to have him on. Welcome to the show.
Hey man, glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
I really like your music. I'm wondering, what kind of music were you surrounded by growing up?
Well, my parents were both musicians. They were sort of hippies, but they were from a rural area of Texas. Definitely lots of southern rock and blues. From my mom's side, a little bit of reggae, a little bit of Bob Marley as I was a kid.
So you're doing something cool now, remaking some classics, like from the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. What was your inspiration?
You know, I've lived in rural Texas for a long time, and I've always felt misunderstood because I played reggae music. Everybody was like, oh, that's cool, but it sounds like we need to be at the beach. So, you know, my intention is just to build a bridge between my local sort of culture and what I fell in love with as a teenager, which is reggae music.
That's a beautiful thing. So you came this close to winning America's Got Talent, but I'm wondering, now looking back, how was your path different from what you expected?
Yeah, my choice to do the TV show was sort of just a whim. Part of being able to keep on going in the show, you had to sign all these contracts. I was like, I do not want a boss. I do not want somebody who has more money invested in me than I have in myself. So after the TV show, I knew that that wasn't the direction that I wanted to go, and I immediately got out of the deal, and I went the opposite direction.
Second place in America's Got Talent, but first place in a Lincoln Car songwriting competition where you got a brand new SUV and got to meet Matthew Mcconaughey. How was that, and how was meeting him in person? What is his character like?
He's awesome, man. I mean, he's exactly like you would think. I mean, he's a really, really nice man. One thing that I did notice that was very obvious is he's the boss of himself. And so it's like you can just tell that sort of mojo energy that he has. Being around him, I felt like I could be a movie star.
I know you've been performing and writing a lot of music now more with your family. I do a little bit of music with my dad, and there's some pros and cons to that. I want to hear your...
Yeah, I should have had my son here. He would tell you all the pros and cons of working with me. You know, I love it, man. I absolutely love playing with my kids, not having to leave them for work and being able to take them with me and just be together. Because as fast as we're here, we're out. This life is just like that. It's so short. Yeah, it's challenging. It definitely gets hairy on the road. Us in a van after 2 weeks, it's pretty much over. Meaning, like, if we have 2 more weeks, it's going to be a nightmare.
I was just on a road trip with my friends, and we're all like the closest boys, but being in an RV together for even just a week, some things start to come out when you're with people like close like that for a while.
Oh, dude, I believe you could have Jesus and Buddha together and they would probably start arguing after 2 weeks.
I've noticed you got some great hat fashion. You got a lot of different stuff going on. If you had to choose one hat to wear for the rest of your life, what kind of type would it be?
Probably a ball cap. You know, I've got my Mike Love hat on right now.
Everybody go check out Cas Haley's newest single, Fishing in the Dark, the remake. It's really good. And thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Everybody, make sure to keep tuning in to the 2 Minute Podcast.
Oh, cool, man. Thanks.